this is work I've been doing lately. I call it graphical common interfaces, or stop asking the questions. The idea is that LLMs are useful as an input for unstructured text, but sometimes the answer is better presented either on a structured way or an interactive way, because what we are asking is just an initial question, but we want to explore the alternatives of the answer and not just plain text. So I have a chat interface here, and let's say I want to ask what's 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit. And it will send a message, and an LLM will reply with a structured answer. And in this case, Celsius to Fahrenheit can be calculated with a simple function, so I don't need to call a service or anything, but I can play with the answer and get different values out of it. But there are other things, like for example, currency conversion. Convert 10 USD to euro. Here I'm using the shortcuts for the currencies, and I get the answer. The answer is a UI, but already the answer. In this case, I'm calling a service, but I can play with the units. And let's try convert 10 USD to Argentinian pesos. Let's see if that works. So the cool thing is that the text can be unstructured and expressed as a human, but the LLM can translate it into a way that I can map into a small user interface. I can ask for a definition of cat, which I don't have the API keys for the dictionary right now, but it tried to load the definition, or synonyms for dog. And it's a thesaurus now, not a dictionary. Or I can say translate from English to German. I only understand main train station. And here I would use something like Google Translate API. I haven't connected it yet, but you can see that the parameters are already set, like the phrase I want to translate and the languages. So the idea is that there are some answers that either temperature conversion, I can use a function to calculate directly, or others that are better answered by APIs, and like translations and currency conversions, than to trying to force like an LLM to answer a wrong thing, or something worse than a translation service. I can also write text, and if I don't want an answer, like I'm using the comment symbol to say like I don't want the LLM to try to interpret this, or like a small thing, like if I don't know, if I put a URL, it will fetch the details of the URL with a service, but also I could here have an option to ask the LLM to summarize the content of that of that website. So the idea is to have something like a command line interface, but where the input is a human language and where the output is structured and interactive. It can be interactive as a function that I can run locally. It can call a service, an external service, or it can use a library, but all is done in the same user interface. And sometimes the answer may be text, like the definition for a dictionary or something like that, but sometimes it can be more structured than that. So this was graphical common interfaces, and let me know what you think.